Welcome to another exciting edition of the Doug McConey vlog. This week, we are heading on a scenic tour of Colorado, including Fort Collins and Denver, before ultimately ending up back in Chicago. This week, we are going to start a two-part episode, two-part series, two-part something. I don't know what it's called, but it's going to be two of something. And our focus on our two-part episodes, internships. That's right. Part one, how do you get that internship? Part two, once you get that internship, how do you make the most out of that internship? Let's get this week rolling, shall we?
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
All right, we had a nice walk with the pups. I'm going to call an Uber and head to the airport. Volume 1, selecting the right internship. First thing you need to do is find something that you're passionate about. Find that opportunity to actually get involved. An internship is an outstanding opportunity to experiment with something, to try a career. Watch my passion video and you'll see how I discovered international taxation. Big boarding, first leg on to Denver. Alright, made it to Denver International, looking for a car, and then I'm on my way to Fort Collins. That's me. Howdy.
Alright, how you doing?
Good, how are you? Have an early breakfast meeting, client meetings, and off to Denver later tonight. Back to volume 1, internships. An internship is really a great opportunity for not only for a company or an employer to test out your skills, but it really should be viewed as an opportunity for you to understand whether this is something that you really like to do long term. You really want to spend some time finding that right opportunity, finding that experience that is like no other. And so what it means is you really need to do your homework to figure out what is that best internship. Sorry, I'm putting my shoes on. The earlier you are in your education process, the bigger chance you can take with an internship. In other words, do something really outside the box. If you're a junior and then looking to have that last experience before you become a senior, then you probably want to try to find something that you think you might be interested in doing longer term. So Google the hell out of it. Talk to your professors, talk to your parents, talk to family members that might be in a similar industry. Talk to anybody and everybody about what a good internship or summer experience or whatever the experience might be. I got to get out of here, head off to my meetings. We'll pick this up in a little bit. So we had a change in plans. Denver is apparently going to be getting 8 to 12 inches of snow over the course of the evening, and I talked to my client and friend and decided to bag the dinner, and I'm going to head back to Chicago early so I can spend a couple days in the office. Fingers crossed that we can beat this one. Not looking really good. Oh, that guy seems like he's moving. So I'm back in Chicago. Getting out of Denver was a little tumultuous. Glasses are a little dirty. So 2 days in a row in the Chicago office, and on Monday I'm meeting with our interns, which helped inspire this video. But once you've done your Google homework and you've talked to people in fields that you're interested in and you've really done your homework, then it comes down to, how do I find that internship? And the name of the game is use every resource absolutely possible to be able to identify as many opportunities as possible. Don't be limited by the particular program that you're involved in. So for example, when I was in the law school, that was back in the day when the public accounting firms weren't recruiting at the law school. I went over to the business school or the School of Accountancy and put in my application think about all of the different people you know. Is there anybody in the industry that you're interested in? And talk to those people. Send a note, give them a call, see if you can do lunch, see what contacts they may have, but start that network. See Vlog 1, personal relationships, for why personal relationships are so important. And so scour those contacts, scour those personal relationships to identify those potential opportunities for your internship. Friday. I am on my way into the office. I think I remember how to get there. So I'm back in the office today. The third piece of the puzzle to getting that internship is making sure that you have put yourself in a position to get hired. So what does that mean? It means that you need to have an impactful resume, and it means that you need to be able to have an impactful interview. These are both things that I will explore in future vlogs. The things that I look for when I am interviewing a candidate, whether it's for an internship position or a full-time position, are characteristics that I can't teach. Because I can teach you tax, I can teach you how to be a leader, I can teach you how to do a job, I can teach you how to do a task. But there are three things that I can't teach, and I call it AMP. Aptitude, motivation, and personality. I cannot teach you to be smarter, I can't teach you to be more motivated, and I can't teach you to how to have a better personality. So when I am looking at a resume, when I am doing interviews, I look for what activities and what things have you done to be able to support that you've got aptitude, that you're motivated, and that you have personality. And maybe you don't necessarily have all three, but as you're constructing that resume, as you're putting together your notes, or as you're preparing for your interview, make sure that you've covered those three pieces. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, internship episode 2. Once you've gotten that internship, how do you succeed in an internship? How do you make the most of an internship? How do you make the most of learning about the company, learning about the experience, learning about the profession, but then also how do you make the most favorable impression as possible? So next week's vlog will actually be co-starring the PwC winter intern class, which I happen to be speaking at Monday morning. Where am I going next week? I don't know. Let me take a look at the calendar. Chicago, Cincinnati, Chicago, and San Francisco. Did I mention in an earlier vlog that I would typically travel less in January? I think the following week is a little slower. Anyway, stay tuned. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, all that business. It's important. I don't really know why it's important. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.